Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am just some dude on the internet, and we are playing Project Zomboid Build 42. This is the Frank Fultz Chronicles. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, I want to point something out immediately that I've changed about the character this go around. I launched the game in debug mode and I swapped the motion sensitive trait. I think that it was starting to get a little bit to the point where it was hindering the gameplay. So the traits now for everybody are short of breath, slow healer, weak stomach, slow reader, smoker, high thirst, cat's eyes, outdoorsy, herbalist, wilderness knowledge, and now inconspicuous. So I've swapped that terrible trait for something that is not game-breaking necessarily, since we are already a stealthy character, but now we're going to be less likely to be spotted by zombies. We are using the new stealth system, so we get a minus 20% chance of being spotted by a zombie. Now, I have worked today to get a nice little animation thrown together to showcase what we did last time around. So I'm going to press this button and we're going to talk about it. All right, so we started at this house, ended up walking down the street, going all the way to the corner, popping over the fence, going to this bookstore on the other side of town, shooting up a whole lot of Zeds, and getting to the police station. That was a lot in that last episode. But we are now back at our home space, Mr. Frank Fultz, our park ranger. It is 8 a.m. on this August 4th, 70.6 degrees. Now, we returned with a lot of ammunition from our run, if I do recall. But yeah, we currently have 2 magazines fully loaded, strapped to us with a just absolute metric load of ammunition. So we are going to go ahead and work on trying to get some of that taken care of. We found a big hiking backpack. Hey, just in time, Soviet Pupper, glad to see you. I was just giving a rundown of everything that we had done. So in the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna play that animation one more time for everybody. So this is what we did last go around, left that house, popped all the way through the neighborhood, out the other side, hit up that store, got into a big old fight with a lot of Zeds, and ended up breaking into the police station. So that is why we currently have a lot of 38 special rounds, 45 rounds. We got 11 M9 magazines, 38 shotgun shells in here in this big old hiking backpack. And we're gonna go ahead and try to sort through some of this stuff. Now, I have labeled this, hey, Kitten Rit, look, everybody's joining the party. I have labeled this narrative arc of the series Into the Dark. So this is part 3 of the Into the Dark arc, and we still need to find ourselves a generator. So I'm gonna pop up in the map here, the real in-game map, so that we can take a look at some of the commercial or industrials. Yeah, the industrial places that we have not yet popped into. So we're gonna bring that sledgehammer that we currently have into this building section over here, maybe bring it to the south side where we got into our fights over here, break through some doors. There's plenty of material that we can find there, lots of nails, other like woodworking, I am sure. But my interest is trying to see if inside of these storage units, somebody had left a magazine of sorts that will teach us how to use a generator. Because without that generator, we are just not going to be able to do much in terms of reclaiming gasoline. But the good news, since Soviet Pupper, I don't know if you were here quite yet, but the news of the day is that I have gone into debug mode and swapped this out. So we no longer have the motion sensitive trait. It was starting to become too much of a hindrance, and I swapped it with something positive. It's inconspicuous, but it's not going to be life-changing for the character. We are already pretty much avoiding zombies whenever we can, getting into fights when necessary. But I wanted us to be able to use the car. So we are going to run without the motion sensitive trait until at least they balance that a lot more, because it is horrendous right now, completely off balance. So I want to try to organize my character right now. I just got a lot of ammunition that I need to deal with. So let's take, oh no, I can't, I'm full. Okay, hang on, let's put these on the main character here. Okay, and then, yeah, I don't think that I have the need right now to go out with the shotgun. I've been kind of tending to keep those weapons in the living room. So I'm going to press F per the recommendation of Floyd. And oh my goodness, Floyd, I know. Oh, yo, and Left-Handed Mistakes is here. My goodness, if only Floyd was here. I just pressed F and used that trick for the first time. I no longer have to just go into my inventory and equip that as my secondary. So whoop-de-doo. I'm going to throw these box of ammunitions, all of that extra stuff in the drawer here. We have way too much ammunition right now. Lots of M9 magazines, but I think that we are good on the fighting for the time being. So let's put we'll put the gun on top, but I'll keep the ammunition in there. I want to restore power. That's what I really would like to do. Let's rotate this gun. And where is my shotgun? I don't still have it on me, do I? Oh, hang on. Okay, I got my military satchel here. I need to unload these things. Yeah, way too many magazines. Oh, man. Okay, and I'm going to have to... Speaking of magazines, let's get rid of the real magazines that are in here. Our flyer, our magazine, our postcard from Saudi Arabia. We can get rid of those. We don't need them. Damn it, my box of shotgun shells don't want to fit in there. Oh, hang on. We got another magazine. Still won't fit. Okay, well, I'll place that. Place that on top. Welcome. I know today that we're live streaming, it is actually the day of Super Bowl Sunday. So if you are not watching the Super Bowl, welcome. Welcome to live streaming Build 42 Project Zomboid. And our character is actually 25 days and 21 hours in. We're almost 26 days into our character. And just a reminder for all of you, we have been playing in sandbox mode with the day cycle being 2 hours in the real world. Because I think that allows us to do a lot more narratively. And a lot less rushed time. Okay, maybe let's pull some of these magazines. Let's grab a couple, grab 3 of them. How much do I need? This is 1.6. Let's just grab a bunch. All right, that's enough. Move the ammunition. More music, more music. I don't like watching the Super Bowl. I did load up, I've got some more MPE sounds that are a little bit more doom and gloom that I can throw our way here. Let me see about doing that in a moment. Now my magazines, okay, I could only fit 1. And we're holding 8. Oh boy. Okay. 38, and that holds 2.28, and this weighs, stack encumbrance is 1.6. I'm going to take the shotgun shells out. I'm going to move the rest of the magazines in, because that way I'm not splitting that up. And I can just spread the shotgun shells around. I'll set them, what we got, ooh, okay, that'll work. Yeah. We'll put them in the small military case. Bam. There we go. Okay, and then our bandolier doesn't have any bullets on it. We got 2 magazines in the holster. But you know what? I'm fine without carrying a whole bunch of ammunition. Let's put the crowbar back on our back. Okay, now with our backpack, let's wear that. Okay, I can turn this flashlight off so I'm not wasting it. All right, in our backpack here, we got 12.86 out of 22. A lot of dehydrated meat sticks, beef jerky, some Snick Snack bars. Ah, that's where the shotgun went. That's where it went. All right, we will load that shotgun. Place it right here. Right by the hairspray cans. Catch you on the replay, man. Have a good run. All right, Left-Handed Mistakes. I will catch you in the VOD. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for joining. Thank everybody for joining. Okay, we got some glue that we're going to go ahead and tuck away and put that in our shelves. We are getting quite hungry here. Oh yeah, we have the material now to make pasta. I wanted to make an actual, like a celebration meal. We got the bowls and stuff for it now. Yeah, hang on. Let's take a look in our kitchen, see what we're rocking here. A lot of rotten stuff. But the important thing, oh no, my cheese is going stale. The thing that we were needing, yeah. So here's marinara. Let's kind of pull this out. We got some marinara. We got some pasta. All right. Oh, we got seasoning salt. Okay, yeah. Throw that in there. You want to put some pork rinds in it? Nah. All right. We're going to move the canned evaporated milk. That lard we can put in the fridge. Okay. And then we've got a lot of caffeine pills and painkillers. This is 0.6. This way is 0.4. We're getting agitated because we don't have tobacco. All right. Now, in terms of what we need to be able to make this whole situation a reality, we got a pot. We can fill that. Let's see. How much water has this got? Okay, yeah, we can do this. All right, 1.5 liters. Can fill that empty pot up. All right, with this, we can create a soup from pasta. Now, I want to just look here. Pasta, right-click, show craft recipes used in. Put pasta in the cooking pot. Craft it. It uses 10 uses of pasta. Do I still have pasta left over? Oh my goodness. Brother, I do. Holy moly. I don't know if you're curious, but my friends and I are playing on that one playthrough and the power just went out. So we're now relying on Jenny power now. Ooh. You're now relying on Jenny power now. Okay. So I guess the next question for you becomes, how much gasoline do you have stockpiled, or is one of you guys going back and forth? Ooh, okay. And then we can divide the bowl of pasta, but we want to boil this first. So cooking pot with pasta. And then let me look at the marinara. Show craft recipes. What the hell? The only thing that it says that it's used in is making cabbage rolls. What is that? Mixed marinara sauce with my pasta. Brother. All right, well, I'm going to go cook myself some pasta. And I got one bowl on me. Better pick up my other bowls. Mortar pestle. Where are you? Grab. Oh, okay, I guess that's the mortar and pestle. Oopsie. It's somewhere in here. in this mess. Okay, yeah, I think it's in the fridge, probably. Yeah. Or if it's not there, it's in here. I'm lying to myself. I'm losing everything. A soup herbal. Kitten rit. Damn you. Man. Yeah, this is quickly gotten out of control with the amount of garbage that I have. I have a tendency to hoard. I'm a hoarder. All right, let me turn this down on my end. Okay, we are going to cook ourselves a little bit of food here. Let's take our... Where is it? There we go. 15 hours and 27 minutes. Okay, and it's 10:40 a.m. Let's click this on. I'm gonna take the oven mitt. I think it's kind of weird to have an oven mitt in there. But yeah, we are now going to be able to drive cars because I have replaced the motion sensitive trait. I was starting to get a little bit tired of driving 10 miles an hour. All right. Well, good news. I mean, I thought that you would just use all of the pasta at once, but looks like we can stretch this out. I'm a little bit weirded out that the marinara does not have a crafting recipe with pasta. Not really sure what to think about that. Oh, okay. And while I'm at it, my discomfort is starting to get to me. So let me take off the respirator. That would explain why I would have panic attacks, I believe. And I was looking over the footage of a couple days ago, and I definitely had been sleeping with the rag on my face, and I'm pretty confident that that could be a reason as to why I was having panic attacks as well in my sleep. So we're going to try to be aware of that. And then all of the blood that's on our character, right? We want to clean that stuff up because that will contribute to our sadness. We're a little bit hopeless right now. Oh, okay. We got to take this pot out. Don't let it burn. Turn that off. Sylvia Pupper says we have some mods. One of them makes so that we can go into RVs and trailers, and they rely on separate power. We checked, and we've got about 9 months of power left. Well, that's pretty good. I had the trailers mod back when I started this character in his first iteration, and I went to try to go in the back of a car, and it teleported me to the other side of the map, and there were like 1,000 zombies around. And then I exited through the floor and came back out of the car, and I never did it again. And I removed the mod. I was like, that was. Yeah, I think I tried to get in the back of a trailer. That's what happened. Yeah, it was like, I was like, oh, there's space in the back of the trailer. Spoiler alert, there's no space in the back of the trailer. It was a time machine or whatever. And it took me all the way to the other side of the map in the wilderness. Okay, now this cooking pot with pasta. Create pasta. Yes, okay. And we'll throw some stale cheese. Yeah, it's a bit buggy. All right, so there's... Oh, so I'm going to have to cook this again. Okay, so... Wow. Okay, we will add salt as the seasoning. And the marinara really is not a part of this, is it? No, it's not. Oh, wait, add marinara as the seasoning. Okay. They have you add it as a seasoning beforehand. Weird. Okay, we will also throw in an egg. Some pasta with an egg? Why not, man? I'm gonna add another egg. Pasta, 2 eggs, maybe a beef jerky. Throw that in there. Yeah. That's what's up. Cooking up a storm in here. And we're gonna add some black beans. Okay. Yeah, we didn't get to cooking level 4 just sitting on our hands, you know. All right, anything else that we want to add? Add a little bit of margarine. Because we want to like it. All right, so we got some pasta with marinara, a little bit of salt, a little bit of butter, a little bit of cheese, 2 eggs, beef jerky, some beans. Hell yeah. All right, now if only I could find my other bowl. Is it in my backpack? Empty bowl. All right, there's one bowl. If I stand here, I think I can show craft recipes. All right, I just need my 2 bowls. Empty saucepan, the bouillon cube. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to cook this anyway. There's the 2 bowls. They're in the fucking oven. God. Okay. I really should not keep my broken, bloody saxophone under my sink. But oh well. All right, and the final bowl. I know I found a bowl on my way out there. Where the hell did I put it? There will be 4 bowls of soup, god damn it. Can of oats. I didn't put it in here, did I? Nope. I got pistols up the ass, man. They're just everywhere. And it's not on the table? Really? Brother, I find this hard to believe. Here I am again with my 3 bowls instead of 4. But here we go. We're going to go ahead and cook ourselves our pasta and have a little bit of our celebration. Take care of ourselves. All right, let's turn this bad boy on. All right, click that. Okay. I'm really pleased that we have the big hiking backpack. That was a huge find last time. And I would have hoped that being out in the rain would have kind of cleaned off some of the blood here. But now that we're going to be a little bit more mobile, ain't no harm in taking our car and going on a little bit of a run, you know? I don't need to necessarily do everything on foot now. So I'm going to grab, after I have my meal here, I'm going to grab that sledgehammer. I'm going to load it back up in the car, and we're going to go on a little bit of a drive around town. Did a lot of damage with our gun last episode, so I know that side is looking much more pristine. We got a whole other gas station on that side of town that we can take over. So we've already got the northeast gas station, so this would be the southwest one. But that's on the docket as well. Can't hurt to be able to go to either gas station in Maldra, and then we can head out. I mean, you could just hit up all the industrial. Yeah, that's a good plan. Yeah, we're gonna take that sledgehammer and drive up through the industrial sides of town and get ourselves a damn Jenny magazine. I want to be able to use the gas that I've already acquired like 2 weeks ago in game. All right, let's go back over here. We will pasta. Let's do show craft recipes. We will divide it into 2 bowls. And it currently would deal 62 hunger is what it would fix. It's going to fix some unhappiness and some boredom. All right. We got ourselves bowls of pasta. Let's eat a bowl. We could eat a horse right now and we're growing weaker, but don't worry about that. Okay, now we are just overloaded. And I'll hold on to this other bowl. We're going to put the pot, I'll put it under the sink. And we've got 2 empty bowls. Place those under the sink as well. It always gets me when you hear the boom of the power go out. It scares the heck out of me. Yeah, somehow, I don't know, I didn't hear that from my character this go around. I must have been like in the zone or something, because definitely didn't hear it. But I approached the building and was like, I was inside and flicked the lights on and off. I was like, oh shit. We're gonna wear our glasses. I don't know how those got knocked off. All right, we are gonna fill the empty bottle. Yeah, it varies. Okay. Water bottles looking good. Okay, yes. Oh, so we swapped the aviators. That's what we ended up doing. Okay, I'll put the aviators on the table. We are going to pick up the sledgehammer and the hatchet and the wood saw. Place those in the big hiking backpack and load them up into the car. Yeah, I mean, as long as I got my jerky, I'm going to be fine on the road. I don't think I'm going to need the tent for right now. Like, if you are not near a building, I think you'll hear a boom, a big boom, and vice versa. Okay. We're getting tired. All right, we are gonna wear our respirator. I mean, honestly, I'm doing all right with. If I put these in the hiking bag, might not need to put this stuff in the trunk. Yeah, all right. We got sleeping bags in the back. All right, anything else that we have in the immediate in the trunk? Boxes of nails. Okay, and we got a little bit of space. All right, all right. All right, friends. Now, you know, it would also be nice. Okay, we'll leave out this way for now. But I'm just saying it would be nice to have a way to get in through that way. Now, if I recall, there were a lot of Zeds right here. Yeah, there are. Now, I'm going to go up this road. We got to store it this way. Okay, hang on. Let's pull this up. Make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, yeah, so I want to go left, and then it'll be right over there. Okay. Got the sledge. Yep, the sledge is in the backpack. The hiking backpack. Ooh, okay. That's a survivor house right there. I don't know that we've gone in there, have we? No. Okay, well, I'm going to mark that. Survivor house. All right, the gardening supplies are going to be this way. Look, and it's our favorite friends. Yep. All right. Able to get through this way. Don't you worry, friends. We're going to be just fine. A little bit of danger. Make you feel alive. Okay. Getting a little bit dangerous. Woo! It's all good. All good. All good. I'm gonna lure him away. And there we go. Okay, yeah, it's taking me a little bit longer because I'm tired. Okay, yeah, a lot of Zeds on the other side of that building. It's all good. We're all good. We're all good. A little bit of patience. Okay, this tiredness though, not for it. Not for it at all in the slightest. I want caffeine pills. We're gonna only take one. Oh no. Okay, and we're a little bit out of breath. Curse you, Frank. All right. These are the friends I'm dealing with. Okay. I can manage that. All right, and we're no longer out of breath. Noise from the car, I guess. Yeah, the noise definitely pulled them, and they had line of sight of me, so. All right, a little bit of stompy. Okay, and we're getting exhausted again. Little stomp. Hit this one. All right, Zeds are inside now. Oh my God. Okay. Gotta deal with this one. Girl, fall. Come on. There you go. All right. Now, these other guys, I don't mind using my car as a weapon. Really don't. So we're gonna go that route. All right, knock them out. Rack them and stack them. Yep, clear them out a little bit. Oh, wow. Get stuck on the bodies there. All right, there we go. Little vehicular manslaughter. Yeah, because if you have a bad muffler, the car is louder. Oh, I didn't even realize that. But that is something that makes complete sense when you think about it. I guess I haven't checked the status of my muffler. Ooh, dude, that was a lot of blood. What's going on here with my health? Just slight damage. Okay, I'm all good. I'm all good. Taking him out bit by bit. Okay, I'm no longer exhausted. I'm just glad that I'm not dealing with the sickness. That motion sensitive trait was so unforgiving. All right, and then let's take care of... Oops. Oh, come on. Every now and then you get a zombie that's just like, I refuse to die. Anything that you throw at me. Okay, there we go. We're all set from that perspective. Now let's pull up. Jod, your trunk space gets very small the more it's damaged. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Ooh, hang on. All right, let me turn the car off. Take a look at the trunk itself. Oh, well, that would make sense why I only have 28, huh? Okay. Well, let's do a look around, just make sure I'm not going to get any undesirables. And I am going to go ahead and access that sledgehammer. So let's equip it in both hands. Yeah, good call out on the trunk. Totally forgot about that mechanic. And here I was trying to protect my my engine. All right. We're still good. Let us destroy the door. I have a sledge. Yes, I do. I found one. Praise Spiffo. Okay. Now, are these doors locked? No, okay, that one's not. That one's not. Okay, I just need to make sure. All right, there's no need to be swinging. All right, I think that we're good to put the flashlight in our secondary here by pressing F. Thank you, Floyd, for that recommendation. Yeah, better to lose your trunk than an engine. Yeah, you are correct in that. Oh, I'm still set in the destroy mode. That's interesting. Okay. And we're good there. Good there. Okay, and then this one leads here. Okay, cool. And I can bust through the wall there. But let's hit escape from that. Take a look, see what we got. Electrical wire, hair dryer, copper scrap, whetstone, auger drill. Okay. Old newspapers. Balaclava. Or as I used to mispronounce it, baklava. Magazine, growing your own. Okay. This one teaches us how to, here, let's do this whole thing. Holy shit. We had a fan of Dungeons and Dragons here. A bunch of 6-sided dice, 8-sided, 20, 12, 10. RPG manual, swords and fireballs. All right, hell yeah. I mean, let me just pop that in there. That's so funny. Okay, but anyways, that magazine, growing your own. It teaches bell pepper growing season, broccoli, cabbage, carrot, cauliflower, cucumber, garlic, green pea, habanero, jalapeno, kale, leek, lettuce, onion, potato, pumpkin, radish, spinach, strawberry, sweet potato, tomato, turnip, watermelon, and zucchini growing seasons. Never played D&D yourself? Oh, dude, John, it is so refreshing whenever you play that game with people and everybody is, in their character. I've been wanting to do like a MC a D&D session with some friends. I've thought about kind of like mixing some of my skill sets together and trying to do something like that. Especially if I was able to record it. I think that would be really fun. I've liked Critical Role. Okay, look at this. We got 2 Jennies in here. Not a single goddamn magazine. Okay. Well, what is this? You got a lathe? A metal bandsaw. Okay. Well, for metalworking. And a Santa jacket. A whole bunch of different colored light bulbs. Hanukkah, Valentine's Day card. Christmas ornaments. And, I mean, if we wanted to dress like Santa, we can. Got some long johns. Another scarf, a wool hat. Okay. Suffering from success. Yeah, dude, the world is at our fingertips. If only we could get what we need. Let's go back to the destruction. Let's do a destroy the wall. We're destroying in darkness. Those Santa suits are pretty rare. Now, hang on. I just getting a little spooked because I can't see anything. I don't want to go into a dark room that I can't see. Okay. Old newspapers, a TV, a high-end camera, photograph of a military officer, of a political meeting. Ooh, don't, whoa. Frank was over here trying to destroy boxes. There's a scythe. Okay. More thread. A bottle opener. Yeah, boo. Boo indeed. All right, here we're going to open this. All right. Just so I can get some natural light. You destroy this wall. Oh, there's a box here. How how to use generators. Yes! Yes! That requires me hitting the subscribe button. Woo! All right. That is what we have been looking for. Let's go. All right, fam, our world has changed for the better. Just in the blink of an eye. What did I tell you? Searching in the right spots. Sometimes you just need to do a little bit of elbow grease, find yourself a sledgehammer, and knock some fucking walls down. All right, hair iron, more scrap electronics. We got here tailoring 1, reloading 2. It's a shame that we already, wait, that's for skills 3 and 4? Do we, I think we already have level 4 reloading. We do, fishing 2, foraging 2, which that actually might be helpful. I don't think that we've started foraging actually. Oh yes, okay, we already have level 4. So that won't help. Masonry 2, pottery 1, tailoring 1. Got some good books. And another TV. A lot of paperbacks. Okay, let's destroy this last wall. And I'm not concerned because I have not been hearing thuds on the other side of the walls. Well, shit. There's a drum set in here. All right, any other goods? Any other goods that are worth taking? Word search, farmer's guide, teaches how to make a scarecrow and how to make barbed wire from wire. Okay, and was this police files? Absolute cinema. We did it. Okay. Well, let's move that. Now, we are quite uncomfortable. We can put our sledgehammer away. Put that in our backpack. Come on, sledge. There you go. Now, these books, they'll be worth a trip. Now that we can drive. Okay, and we got 2 Jennies right here, plus all of the gas. So, one of these generators very clearly is going to be plugged into the other gas station. So let's pull up the map so I can make a point here, shall we? All right, so we've brought our sledge. Let's go ahead and remove this. So we have 2 generators right here. We have, oops, I just removed something. Oh shit, it was the survivor house. Yeah, let me add that back. Survivor house, which we should pay a visit to. Let's go hit escape. There we go. So we own this gas station with 9 full gas cans, right? And look, there's another generator that's right there. But this one has already been reclaimed. We just didn't know how to use the gas. So, or use the generator. There is a second gas station that is literally right over here that we can claim as well. It would be a proper place for another showdown, I would say, with some guns. My man Frank is going through some rough times, says Jod. Yeah, but this changes everything. Let's go ahead and read how to use a generator. We're slightly thirsty. Okay, well, I just need to move the canteen. Yeah, I'll move that. That'll happen after we're done reading. Let's fast forward time a little bit. Because we are a slow reader. I like how in the driver's seat I have 64 nails. I am prepared to use them. And there we go. We now know how to use a generator, my friends. I'm gonna put that in the glove box. Okay. Well, in terms of other stuff that we can do, right? It is raining. It would be in it would be worth our time to build a rain collector barrel to start collecting some of this stuff. We can work on plumbing, getting water restored to our houses. Let me just sit down. Inserts Looney Tunes jump. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and we got 19.77 out of 22. Fuck it, we're gonna eat our other bowl of pasta. I think we earned it. It's a bowl of pasta day, boys and gals. Now there's a lot of farming supplies in that building. It would be worth our while to start planting some seeds. It's going to take us a little while to grow some stuff, but I don't think that we're in the best of states right now to do some fighting. What is my guy doing? Is he drinking water? What is this? Oh, I'm eating the bowl of pasta. Truly a moment in history. Okay, we are full to bursting now. A little bit hopeless, but I think for the time being, right, now that we know how to use a Jenny. Oh, did these guys finally pop out the building? Did they? Well, hello, Zed. Let's just guide him out. Yeah, they've broken through the doors. Wonder where they went. Here's one of those Zeds that just doesn't want to die. There you go. Okay, we're gonna turn this off for right now. My pain, I got some painkillers. Okay, and then that survivor house is like right across the street. It would be worth popping over the fence for sure. Okay, and yeah, my arms are sore from all the swinging of the sledgehammer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, cheap sleeping bag, hoodie, hand knife. The hand knife would be a good thing to have on our person, honestly. Attach that on my belt left. Like a multi-tool. Compass. So we can dismantle, okay, and we got bags of concrete in here. We can dismantle these boxes and get all of the wood back from them as well. And in order to do that, I think you just need, yeah, look, you need the wood saw. So because I'm curious, I'm gonna dismantle one of these. We're gonna see how much we get, because we have a decent level of carpentry now. I wonder if disassembly is going to give us some extra XP as well. Our carpentry is currently at level 6, working toward level 7 at 807 experience out of 4,500. Let's see how much this nets us. But yeah, I'm just curious about the disassembly, because taking apart boxes in here would be worth it for material. Okay. On the ground, that's one plank and some nails. I mean, I guess it also tells you to like the, 77% chance. So here's what it is. I just chopped down trees for logs and saw those for planks. Them crates are good for storage though. Yeah, that's also a good point. Better than nothing, yeah. Just revisiting here, wanted to take a look. Some of these even have planks in them, a whole weight bench, folding chairs, look, an old stove that we could take back to our house. And I think we proved that we can fit that. Another Hector Lopez barbecue, some paint, bricks. Yeah, and then these other ones that we can't really reach at the moment. Perfect for moving. But this old stove, I can put that in the back seat. Drive that back. Let's go V. Let's do open door. This is an empty seat. All right, yeah. All right, we're gonna equip. We'll grab it. Or I guess we have to equip it. Nope, come on. Put it in the main inventory. Game says absolutely not. If I unequip this, unequip the saw, and then I equip this in my primary. Can I equip the old stove? Damn you. Okay, I think I just need to come back when I don't have as much. What if I take the backpack off for right now? Hang on. Drop that on the ground. Come back in here. Equip it in the primary. Grab it. Son of a bitch. If I throw the rest of this on the ground. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we gotta drop nearly everything. All right, and then we will take that stove, wherever it is in our inventory. There it is. Plop it in the back seat. And then we will close the door. Frank's gonna have major back pain. Yeah, from all the sledging and picking up of really heavy things. All right, we're gonna put the backpack back on. We're gonna equip the crowbar to our back, attach the handy knife to our belt left. We will attach the hammer to the belt right, and then we will move the other two back into the hiking bag. And we are thirsty. Was there any water in here? Yes. See, this is the other thing. We should probably... This water dispenser, it looks like we did use it before. But these are also worth stealing too. Yeah, this has 7.05 liters out of 15. We're okay for the time being, but I do think that we are going to want to build some rain collector barrels. And let's... Okay, and this guy has 20 liters. Disassembling that requires a welding torch and a welder's mask. Oh, what's inside of it? Toilet plunger. Okay, well, there's more soap. Don't knock the power of soap. Okay, and then the gardening supplies, I think were over in this area. Sack of sand. Seed packet. Okay, yeah, now we're talking. Lettuce, barbed wire. We're gonna take the gardening can and dried wheat. Rake, that's all right. Mason's chisel. I mean, these are all things that we are going to need. I don't need two of those, but I guess I have them now. Mason's trowel. Just start collecting some of that other stuff. Sack of gravel. Welding torch, yes, those are the things that we already have. Iron pipe. Mahogany stool. Plaster. Used to plaster high-level wooden walls. Requires a bucket of water. Well, we do have a bunch of walls in the basement. Why do you wear the respirator? Should only wear it around corpses. Yeah, that's actually a good point too. Thank you. I'll take it off. Otherwise, it's just adding to my discomfort. So well, I guess I can't put that in there. Let's put it in the military satchel. Okay, yeah, this bag of plaster powder we do have several walls in that basement that would be good for. And bag of concrete powder. And then you've got the sack of sand. The sack of sand. Show me the craft recipes. You can melt sand. Mix a bucket of clay cement. Okay, so you need clay and sand to do that. Sculpting a crucible. Sculpting a mortar and pestle. Okay, and then what else could it be utilized for in the build? Sand floor and defense walls. Well, we could stand up one defense wall. Fish chum is very good, almost OP. Oh yeah, and we have that rotten meat that we could make the fish chum out of. Okay. Let's take this back to our house. Okay, and then yeah, we'll go around this way. Lots of Zeds, yeah, okay. Oh shit, dude, there's 2 survivor homes. What the hell? Okay. I know where we're going tomorrow. Hit him with the back. Honey, I'm home. Yeah, we got a lot of dead guys over here that we should probably bury too. So much to do, so little time, you know? But you know what we do have, friends? We have generators and we know how to use them. Okay. Yeah, I want to get on the train of building water collector barrels. That's the cool thing about PZ though, says Jod. What one player might find useless, other players might find necessary for their playstyle. Sorry if not as talkative. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep and I've been up for 16 hours somehow. Yeah, no problem, Soviet. Totally don't mind. Just enjoy the experience. Hopefully it's well mixed. That's one of the things I really strive for in my content is making sure that it doesn't feel like my voice is just played on top of the game audio. I do heavily mix both my voice and the audio together to kind of create a nice sonic space for you all. So hopefully that shows. What we pride ourselves on here in Just Some Dude channel. Oh yeah, and good call out while I still got some concurrent viewers here. If you haven't checked it out, me and my wife recorded a 3-hour playthrough of episode 1 of Life is Strange. So that's now on the channel now. If you've not taken a look at that, it's very different than what I have been doing week by week. But me and my wife are looking at playing that over the course of the next couple of weeks. Okay, the gardening supplies and all that. I mean, we're gonna just kind of tuck some of this stuff in the counter for the moment. We can revisit this stuff. All right, Mason's chisel. We'll take that stuff back to the closet over here. All right, Mason's chisel. Drop that on the ground. All right, we got some magazines that we are going to want to read. Go back into the military satchel. Okay, yeah, we'll move the Mason's trowel on the ground. Might plop the respirator on and then go bury some bodies. Yeah, okay, I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna place let's wear the respirator. I'm going to put the crowbar in the backpack along with the claw hammer and the flashlight, and we're gonna go ahead and move some of those bodies. And then I'm thinking, like I said, want to build some rain collector barrels, make it so that this place is a little bit more self-sustaining. We have this generator. Now it's going to be time for us to, let me spell this out on the map. So we're over here in our starting home, but we have another house not too far from here up Main Street that is loaded with a whole bunch of other supplies too. I have a generator that I've plopped here, and I have a generator that I have plopped at the gas station where I had already collected 9 empty gas cans and filled them completely full while the gas station was running. So we do have 9 full gas cans waiting for us at that gas station. So if we were to drive ourselves all the way back up to this gas station, utilize the generator, we can turn that guy on, maybe refill up the car, then drive some of those gas cans back over to this home, fuel that generator, drive the gas cans back to the starter home, fuel that generator. And then we've got, like I said, a handful of Jennies that we're going to want to move. So let me plop right here. We're going to say 2 Jennies exist inside of this building. So the other generator, right? So we are going to want to say second gas station is right over here. We want to claim that as our own. Right? We still got goods at the police station. Cool. Yeah, we have the mass highway grave from the last episode. There's more construction equipment over here that we can likely break into as well. There's just, the world has opened up to us now that we have a generator. Super exciting. Okay, let's grab the shovel, put that on our back. Have you gotten into crafting or upgrading your own weapons? Not too much in this run, but because we have more carpentry and a base level of napping and carving, yeah, I want to do that more. I did carve a couple of things in the last episode, just trying to get us some small handles or medium sticks, long sticks, things like that. And I know having level 2 carving is a necessity for some of the more important recipes. So yeah, we need to start tapping more into that. All right, we've got some more graves that we're gonna dig here. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we'll do 3 graves. Okay, and then the other thing that I wanted to do, I also have a grave over here. Let's grab the stove. I'm gonna drop the, shit, I should probably wait until I'm done with the bodies because I have to drop everything, huh? Might as well have that dropped off inside. All right, if I hold E, do I grab the corpse? Yes, I do. I know that there's a mod that exists that speeds up the time that it takes to drag the bodies. That way you don't have to sit here and exhaust yourself, move so slowly. Bury that corpse. Do you have a lighting mod? I do, yeah. If you're wondering what this gold is, here, I'll pull up the, oh shit, I was in the middle of burying the body. Hang on one second. Let me bury the body first. And then I'll show that. Bury that corpse 2 out of 5, okay. Yeah, I had added and activated some mods probably like 2 episodes ago. Okay, yeah, let's show that. So the mods that I currently have installed for everyone, Build 42 Pack Mule, Blue Moon, that is so that you get like the blue lighting at night with the moon. More immersive vehicles, that's so that we'll start seeing more vehicles with their doors open throughout the world. Not every door is gonna look closed. Here Goes the Sun, that's the one that you're talking about right now that's got that glow. So you're seeing the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Hiding the debug menu, we get the mini health panel in the bottom left, mod load, order, sorter, more descriptions for our traits, the nested containers because I don't like having to dig through them, proximity inventory, sandbox options, take any amount, more vanilla clothes, HD, more damaged objects throughout the world, open all containers, that's animation so that you're gonna see the drawers open actually in the game when they're open. You'll have a visual representation of that. Place anywhere mods, you can stack things on top of things. And then the other is for shaders. So Shader Z, Shader Z Vivid, and Shader Z Water. Once I get back into this house, I might need to pull or open my door and let my cat out of my office. Okay, I was wondering why it looks so good. Yeah, trying to really make an immersive atmosphere. Speaking of immersive atmospheres, like I said, I have been slowly but surely adding more content to the channel. That Life is Strange playthrough, one episode at a time, story-driven, right? Project Zomboid is much more atmospheric, and I would like to extend what I've been doing with the mixing and mastering of these games that are very atmospheric in nature and start kind of expanding our niche a little bit. To give everybody an update, the channel has seen a pretty impressive uptick in the last week or so. This is part 3 of Into the Dark. I released Into the Dark part 1 I think on Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, and it has gotten almost 700 views and over 130 watch hours in that time. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has enjoyed the content. It has been quite a pleasure to see a community form around the content that I'm doing, and I hope to expand that a little bit more, bring you some more atmospheric games such as RimWorld, and even horror games that will kind of immerse you a little bit more. Dead Space has been on the top of my mind. I've thought about bringing together a series for Banjo-Kazooie because that is such a musical game and is like one of my musical influences. So as a testament to the music in my life and a little bit of nostalgia, you know, that's probably coming down the pipe as well. But Project Zomboid is not going anywhere. I'm going to continue this. I feel like the channel has quite some momentum around that, but I did want to just expand a little bit what we're doing because we're starting to get, oh, this one looks like it's already full. Or is this going to be the final one? Can I do that? Fill grade 5 out of 5? No? It's weird that it doesn't look like it's completely empty, but we'll deal with it. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the update of the channel. Really just looking forward to showcasing more stuff. Been relatively busy in life and work recently. So I'm excited to continue. Okay, what do we got here? We're exhausted, agitated, drowsy. Yeah, should probably stop with that. You have a cat, so Sophia Pupper, what kind? Yeah, I've got 3 cats and 1 dog. Speaking of which, let me pause this really quick so I can let one of my cats out of my office, and then I will explain. Okay, there we go. Cat is out of the office. Yeah, so I have 3 cats and 1 dog. I have a black cat, a orange cat, and a gray cat. The orange cat, her name is Pam, named after Pam from The Office because she is my dedicated office assistant. When the world shut down and COVID happened and I had to work from home, I needed a cat, so I got one and I named her Pam, so she was my office assistant. Second is my black cat. Her name is Holly, also named after The Office. And then our third cat is, her name is Mishugana, which means crazy in Yiddish. She really lives up to her name. She's the wild one. But I think that when you're that small, you have to be mean in the world to survive, so I don't blame her for that. And then we have a 9-month-old golden retriever. His name is Banjo. And we've been doing lots and lots of training for him. So he's taken up a lot of time. But you get out of the dog what you put into it. And we pay very special attention to train our dog. Okay, what can I do here? I want to try to bring the stove inside. And I don't know if I want to place it in here. I mean, if I could gut this stove, that would be cool. To disassemble that chrome oven, I need a welding torch and a welder's mask, which I have. I have both of those. So it might be interesting to remove that entirely. I really want a cat, but I'm allergic. Oh no, sorry about that. Yeah, no, my family tended to be allergic to cats, so I avoided it for a while thinking, maybe I would be allergic, but I don't seem to struggle with that. Holy cow, you're kidding me. I've had the chewing tobacco and I have not been chewing it this whole time. Just goes to show you how distracted I can get. We're gonna chew some chewing tobacco, get rid of the agitation on our character. There we go. Now we're no longer agitated, but we're tired and exhausted. I can manage that. Okay, with our character right now, let's go outdoors. Go grab that stove, wooden stove. I mean, for the time being, I could put the wooden stove downstairs in the basement. All right, we are gonna not smash the door. We will open it. All right, old stove, equip it in our primary. Jod says, I was really allergic to cats when I was a kid, but it kind of settled down as I got older. Yeah, for me, I don't think that I really experienced allergies with my animals. I grew up with Yorkies, and I know they're hypoallergenic. And let me tell you, Yorkies, much different than a golden retriever. Oh no, my MX keys, my keyboard. I need to plug my keyboard in. Okay, hang on. We're gonna figure this out. Oh God, okay. Throwing me for a loop here. Okay, I'm gonna drop this old stove on the ground. Okay, I have to place it. Okay, I'll put it in this corner. That's what I'll do. So, place. Come on. Right click this or drop. Ah, well, son of a bitch. I guess we'll just put it there. Hang on, let's try that again. Don't worry, I've got extra long USB-C cables. This'll be fixed. I'll plug this in and we'll keep playing. Okay, where is old stove? Place item. Dude, old stove. Place. There we go. Okay. There's that way. Come on. It won't let me. All right, well, I'm gonna face this direction and then I'm going to drop it. Dude, what the hell? Is it in the wall? Yeah, that's weird. That's strange. My man Frank about to cough up a lung. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be able to see when I take this thing downstairs until I turn the power on. So I might do that. Might opt for that. Okay, hang on. Let's take a seat real quick. We're gonna rest. It's all gonna be all good. Let me grab a cable. You're gonna enjoy the ambience of the game really quick as I grab a charger for this keyboard. We will continue playing. Is there any food that I can eat or a book that I can read while I do this? Yeah, hang on. Let me grab a book or something. Yeah. Growing Your Own and the Farmer's Guide. Okay, cool. We will grab those and then I'll start reading this. I rest. All right, growing your own. We're gonna go ahead and read this while I go find a USB-C. Okay, 1 second. Cool. All right, that's good. Let's close. Like I want that. We're going to read the Farmer's Guide, which will teach us how to make a scarecrow and make barbed wire from wire. And while this is doing its thing, I am going to use the restroom. BRB. Fantastic. All right, Mr. Frank, how far along are we here? We are almost done with this. And we are a bit hopeless, so we should probably get some of this blood off of ourselves. All right, on this fine day, this August 5th, 26 days, 20 hours in. Oh yeah, it's dark in here because of this. Let's fix that situation. Let's open this guy back up. Okay, the magazines have been read, so we've learned those growing seasons, sweetness. And then in terms of other books that we'd had on our person that are worth reading, Maintenance 4 is something that we do want, but that's 7 and 8. And I believe that we are currently on, yeah, we're working on 5 and 6. So yeah, that'll be good whenever we need it, but not right now. Okay, the half respirator, I'm gonna keep that off for right now. Go back to the hiking backpack. Yeah, we can equip this again. And then we've got our bowl of cereal, right? Yeah, let's do that. And then there's the can of oats. Yeah, okay. Let's do the bowl of cereal. All right, bowl. We will do transfer liquid. All right, I'm gonna move that down here. Move the cow's milk. Come on. Dude, I hate this. It won't let me move it because it's not in my inventory. So move it to the inventory first. Wherever it may be. Yeah, okay. Can I move it now? Yes, okay. So we will do that, pour the entirety of the milk, then we come back over to the cereal, pour ourselves a bowl of cereal. All right. And with our bowl of cereal, where has my bowl of cereal ended up? That's the question. Are you in my main inventory? Yes, you are. Okay. Go ahead and eat the fresh bowl of cereal. That should set us up to go on our adventure today. And you know what? While we are at it, let's just go ahead and have some chewing tobacco. But I want to see the state of our other home right now. We're gonna go on a little bit of an adventure. So I don't need to take all the stuff. I've had beta blockers this entire time. Are you shitting me? I don't know how long I've had these beta blockers, but if I had them when I was in the middle of that gunfight last episode, I'm gonna be pissed at myself. That's a rookie mistake. What is taking up all of the space? Maybe it's all of the shit that I have in my bag. Yep. We just got magazines and RPGs and potatoes and milk chocolate bars. Oh yeah, and a sledgehammer. Okay, so we'll put that back in our car. All right, we'll wear our boonie hat. Gotta get going. Good luck, says Soviet Pupper. All right, well, you have yourself a good night, and you'll catch the rest of this when the VOD gets uploaded. Have a good night, man. All right, yeah, and the only thing that we have going for us that's negative right now is hopelessness. And that, like I said, I believe will be fixed when we start cleaning ourselves. So going to a body of water right now would also be a good idea. And speaking of which, there is a body of water that is not far from here. Let's do that. And I'm gonna grab the crowbar. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the fresh source of water that is nearby. We'll go ahead and clean ourselves off with the soap. That should help with the hopelessness. All right, and if I hold this in my hand, okay, then I'm not dealing with the negatives. Let's put the sledgehammer back in the trunk here and just make sure that we are a smart cookie who closes the trunk. Oh shit, it won't fit in the trunk. Yeah, because I've been slamming into Zeds. Don't worry, it'll fit in the back seat. And we got barbed wire. Well, I'll put the barbed wire in the back seat with the sledgehammer. Okay, so now we're doing better. Okay, and water, we'll deal with that in a little bit, but let's just move the rest of this stuff. Bam. All right, and the handy knife is great to have. It's marked as a favorite because you can use it for anything that would require butterfly knife and large knife to carving, all that stuff. Right, and this weighs a whole lot less and allows us to do just a lot of stuff. Good to know. So I don't need to be carrying a big ass knife, and this thing weighs 0.28. So handy knife for the win. All right. I'm gonna hop in the car here. Let's get going. Oh, hang on. The door is open still. You're wondering what that beeping is. Close the door. Make sure that the trunk is closed. There we go. Yep, otherwise you'll be driving and then you'll be like, I've lost my shit and I don't know where it went. All right, we're gonna go clean ourselves. I'm gonna put this car right here. Oh yeah, and we have the survivor homes that we want to take a look at too. But let's go ahead and go out into this area that I haven't really taken us to before. Oh, it looks like we have a friend. But this is like the immediate area in Muldra that is worth foraging, worth fishing, you know, setting up campsite. Totally doable over here. Let's go a little bit farther. I love the music in this game. This is the first time that we've been in the area. You're starting to see all of the areas that were marked black here are starting to become uncovered. All right, we're gonna keep following this way. Oop. Okay, we've attracted a friend. Oh, and we've got a couple over there too. Good to know. So let's deal with the people in the immediate area so that we can clean ourselves. I don't think... Okay, I do have my hatchet and the wood saw. Sweet. It would be good to see if we can find some hemp dog bane over here as well, because we can craft rope out of that and then use that rope to tie logs together. So that way the overall encumbrance is reduced. Oops, missed. That was Dirk hit. Well, I sure hit Dirk. There you are. All right. Okay, 3 Zeds down. Should be safe. Let's keep going. But this is going to be fresh water that's down here. Ah, yes, and those are the shaders. So those mods that I had added, you can see everything looks a little bit nicer. It looks like real water over here. And all these little splish splashies, this is where we'd be casting our line. So what I want to do here, I want to wash myself. We are going to wash ourselves first. We've got soap. I'll move that soap in our main inventory. Now that we've got the how to use generators magazine, it becomes much more possible for us to store the food that we catch. So coming out here, fishing at this local spot, get some nice fresh fish, take that back and freeze it, right? That's how you're gonna get that food to last you longer. All right, let's see too. If I come here, I equip my soap and my primary. We are going to wash all of our clothing. We do all weapons? Yeah, okay, let's do that. All right, there's that. Natural water, wash all containers. Okay, natural water source, wash, and it won't let me clean all of my clothing, so time to pick. Let's do the pants. Actually, let's do the Ranger shirt. We'll get the shirt, we'll get the pants, at least. All right. And then the wash, again, we'll do the pants. Ooh, that might use the rest of the soap that I have. All right, we will wash the boonie hat. Yeah, you can see our character model getting cleaner. 601 Zeds killed. Crowbar is at the top of the line for us. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I'm glad to have you. I'm just some dude on the internet. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button, if I could encourage you, one way that the algorithm won't separate us. And if you click that like button too, that helps. All right, well, we're still miserable. If I can find some antidepressants, that would help too. I have not been successful in that venture despite going to many medical facilities. 26 days, we're almost on day 27, and catch everybody else up. Both the water and the electricity are gonzo. But earlier in this episode, we did find, finally, the How to Use Generators magazine. All right, what else we can clean? Let's clean the bloody shirts. And then the boots, probably. Oh, hey, yeah, and with the power back on, we will be able to use the washer and the dryer. So that's going to be the next priority, I think, once we are done over here. And I would like to try to build some rain collector barrels as well. Really easy to fix the tainted water. You just boil it. And the electricity, I mean, you're just going to need a lot of gas. Lucky for us, We got 9 gas cans that we've already collected that's waiting on the northeast side. All right, what else can we wash? Wash the long socks. This will finish cleaning our character up, try to get us back in a better psychological state. This way we don't gotta waste our kitchen sink. Yeah, so I'll explain as well. Since the water has run out, the other solution is to collect water using water collection barrels, rain collector barrels. And you can place them above you. So if you are in a house, do this. If you are in a house, you can place a rain collector barrel right above your sink. And the water that gets collected into it, if you have a wrench, you can go back downstairs and you can plumb that rain collector barrel directly to that sink, meaning that you won't have the limited water that the sink would hold. Instead, you'd have all of the water coming through the rain collector barrel. So in order to do that, I mean, we are currently carpentry level 5, so, or I think 6. Yeah, I think we're carpentry level 6. Yep, carpentry level 6 is what you need to build staircases. So since we can build a staircase, we can go up to additional stories to build those things. And because we have a sledgehammer, we can tear down walls and get a lot more crafty than we would have been able to without those tools and skill set. Oh, I gotta say, this is the most that we have seen on the stream. 13 concurrent viewers. Welcome, each and every one of you. Glad to have you. All right, with all of that water, I'm gonna pull up the map so that we can see where we are. So, yep, this is the spot that I had marked that we can go fishing. We just gotta build or find a fishing rod, make some chum bait. But I'm gonna walk us back to the car. We're gonna drive up Main Street back to the other side of town. We wanna get closer to our 9 gas cans. There's an entire other industrial area that we have yet to bust into with our sledgehammer that we've found. So we can go back in here, take a look at the goodies. Hey, John. Okay, what'd you say? TBH, I also tend to use run a rain barrel and boil the water from pots and put them into a water dispenser. Yeah, totally viable. Other options are available. And in Build 42, right, since they've introduced pottery, you are able to build those gigantic vases or whatever, and you can fill them not only with water, but you can fill them with gasoline too. So you could, in theory, go collect all of the gasoline using the gas cans and then go put them in that big old pottery pot. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I think I've seen people do that. But word of the wise, in Build 42, the gas stations, if enabled in the sandbox settings, which it is here, you will run out of gas at the gas station. All right, if we were to keep going that way, that would just kind of take us further into the wilderness and more toward the trailer park. We don't really want to go that way. We just wanted to go clean ourselves, which we used all of our soap. And you know what? I'm for it. Mr. Frank Fultz now has a beard when he started with a goatee not that long ago. Oh yeah, and I didn't do any foraging while I was over here. It's okay, it's all good. All right, let's take us back to our other home so we can start working on getting these generators functional again. All right, so where we currently are, yeah, we're gonna drive up this road, make a right at the bend, whip all the way around Main Street, keep going. So we're gonna have 2 bends that we're gonna have to go through, and that is where we will have our other survivor home that we've made, our little nomadic stuff. Oh man, things ain't looking good in that car. All right, hey, and look, a little campfire there. All right, we're gonna whip it to the right. That's Cortman Medical. We have already been there. All right, we're gonna go around, try to preserve our vehicle. All right, did I already check a look at that survivor home, dude? I did not. There's another survivor home. God damn it, you got me curious. Okay, hang on. Risk versus reward, right? Let's come over here. Pause this. Get out. We already got a crowbar. I mean, we might as well take a look at this. Yeah, and there are 3 survivor homes that are within distance. Okay, and yep. So let's be observant because there's likely more Zeds in these homes. I'm excited to upload Into the Dark Part 2 because for those of you that missed it last episode, last week when I did this live. Oh, dude, look, the wizard hat. The wizard hat's back. Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, and I need to get the Santa Claus outfit from the used store. But anyways, what I was saying. Last Sunday when I was streaming, we went balls to the wall with the M9, slaughtered like 150 Zeds in the street with a pistol, and cleared out the police station. So we went ham. Had to go in loud. All right. Now, I want to see who is in this immediate area. Anybody else that could possibly kill me? All right, well, I see you. This house isn't looking very nice. Oh. Might be a baseball bat or something in there. We'll see. With my luck, it could just be nothing. There could be nothing in this survivor home. Yeah, dude, that's hard to believe that I never opened this. They have a dying plant in there. Okay. Well, let's go through this side. Let's go disassemble, not disassemble. Window. I want to dismantle these things. Yeah, here, let's do it over here. Unbarricade, there you go. All right, we will unbarricade these windows. Unbarricade. Maybe, just maybe there'll be something good in here. And we're gonna refill our waters while we're in here. All right, drop those planks on the ground. Please tell me there's no alarm. All right. Broken large handle that's worn. All right, let's take a look around. All right, everything seems okay, seems safe in here. Packaged corn that's rotten, a small knife, empty tin can. Ah, damn. Not much. Okay, this one looks like it might be nothing. Okay, we got beer can, ginger ale, rat droppings. Well, I will. Does the sink not have anything? Really? Damn, I don't think that the sink even let me fill it up. Okay, well, I'm gonna drink the ale. Deal with that thirstiness. We'll stick a beer in our bag. Okay. Well, and then there's nothing, I think, in here. Yeah, nothing good in there. Bathroom. Yep, okay. Mr. Sink. I just refuse. What the hell? There's no water in any of these. Apparently. Damn. Okay, well, I tried. There's, yeah, nothing good in here, really. I don't need the knife. Well, we tried. Sometimes they're duds. That looked like it was promising. But yeah, there are 2 other survivor homes in the immediate vicinity that we can take a look at. It was over by the other used store it. But let's head back on our main mission here. All right, so we follow this bend, go past the fossil oil car that's here. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna drive past them. Oh yeah, and then because there's more people on the stream now, I will update you. I have replaced the motion sensitive trait because it was just god awful. I needed more driving in my life. All right, this is our other survivor home. Welcome back home, friends. Okay. Now, in terms of what we've got at this facility, there we go. I was like, waiting for the lights. More magazines. Yeah, shit. Okay, so we've probably got like 15 to 18 magazines loaded of M19. And we've got, I think, 6 boxes of 9mm rounds. More mortar and pestle, more food. Yeah, we got a machete that's here. A lot of our books that we haven't used. That carving 2 and carving 3. First aid, yeah. All of our lovely stuff. Okay, yeah, and I did leave the Mason's trowel that I had found here. Was I reading this book? It's just laying on the ground. Cooking level 3, 5, and 6. Which I guess that would help us now, right? Yeah, because we're cooking level 4. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, we should read that. And we've got a bunch of butter, some rotten ham slices. Yeah, this is when everything went bad. Everything went bad. We did collect okay, so we have our stovetop, 4 pots of water that are in here. Lots and lots of books that we've collected. All right, let's work on getting these jennies going though. So I believe this back holds 22. Let's move these into the main inventory for right now. That way we can save some room in the back of the trunk. The gas is gonna weigh 10. Do I hear Zed? Hang on. Okay, I saw that one. All right. Yeah, we're gonna fill those, or take those gas cans that are full, which should weigh 10. All right, back in here, we'll drop off the sleeping bag, the spade, the large hook. Do all of that minus the crowbar. Plop that in here. All right, batteries. How we doing? Flashlight. Yeah, we're gonna need a battery. So I'm gonna take one, plop it in the fanny pack. Sick nasty. All right, yeah, and we got tons of propane, as you can see. All right, with this beef patty, I think it's ground beef, show craft recipes. Now, there's a way to make chum, I thought, but maybe you can't do it with the rotten food. I thought maybe you could. My bad. My B. Guess not. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Let's get the water. Chrome industrial sink. Let's fill up our canteen. We'll be able to use our coffee machine once again. Okay. Now, what I want here. I am going to Drop the wood saw, claw hammer, the hatchet on the ground in here. Got one empty bowl. Okay, yeah, we're agitated. Let's go ahead and eat some chewing tobacco. Eat some, just chew it. Don't swallow it. All right, there you go. Now we're not on edge anymore. We're gonna tap finally into one of our dehydrated meat sticks. Okay, and I'm gonna take the plastic water bottle. I'm gonna put that back in the hiking bag. I'm gonna grab the crowbar, put it back on my person. All right, let's go get our gas cans. Now, from where we currently are, click current. All right, if we go up this road, gas station right there. All right, gas station is coming up. Ooh, there's gunshot out in the distance. All right, so gas station. We should know how to use the generator now. Yeah, connect. Oh, hang on, before we do that. Yep, let's deal with the Zeds in the immediate area. So we're gonna connect the generator here, and then we'll be able to turn it on and use the fuel pump. This is why we planned ahead. Oh, okay, hang on, yeah, we got some other Zeds that are following the migration of the gunshot. Anyone else? That one looks like it's just doing his own thing. All right, we got a couple over there. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the generator now. And all 9 of these gas cans have been filled already. And I believe that the generator is full as well. Nope, no, it doesn't. Doesn't have any fuel. Okay, so we're gonna take some of these. Let's grab one. And we're gonna come here. We will add that fuel. And then we can turn the pump on. We can drive the car back up to it, fill the entire tank of the car's gas. Because I like to, even if the car is gonna be ruined, I mean, if it's full of gas, that still is of use to me, you know? All right, this guy, we're gonna drop this one right here. Now, does this gas can, or does this generator, it does have 100. Okay, cool. So now we are going to be able to turn on the gas station. All right, now take a look at this. Our gas is on the left side of the car. Oh, here, let me pull this up. Turn that off. All right, so now if I pop out and I press V, refuel from gas pump. Okay, hang on. I gotta get a little bit further away. All right, battery is looking like it's gonna need some work on this car. All right, refuel from gas pump. Oh shit. Okay, hang on, hang on. All right, let's deal with these guys. Might have been attracted by the sound. Ooh, okay. Oh. No worries. It's all gonna be good. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, buggy. All right, well, we got that one. And is everyone dead? Anyone else want a piece? Huh? That's what I thought. Never disrupt a man when he's getting gas. All right, this empty gas can. We are gonna grab it. Take fuel into the empty gas can. Awesome. All right, let me come into the back. Let's take that gas can, it's 10 liters, plop it in the trunk. All right, we're gonna take another gas can. And in fact, I'm gonna grab as many as I can. Can I put them in my, grab one. Oh shit, god damn. Not this again. Okay. All right. Hang on. All right, hang on. I gotta deal with this situation now. Making too many friends. Okay. We're backing up. Dangerous to be exhausted. All right. All right, I'm going to turn the car off. Dude, yeah, the battery's gonna need to be replaced on that. All right, what else I wanted to do? Okay, if the trunk... Fuck! I've damaged the trunk more. Okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, fam. Open that door. Put that gas can in there. All right, and let's turn this off. There we go. Now we stop making noise. Making unnecessary friends. All right, this one, it won't fit in that one. 11.6. Man, they really got to do me dirty like that. Open the door. That one in. Close that one. Open that one. This one has the sledgehammer in it. Yeah, we'll be able to fit one more. All right, let's do that. So that's 5 gas cans that we'll have. Oh, I guess I'm just able to grab all of these? Okay. Okay, we will, slide gas can into the car there. All right, then we will close it. Close Close that door. All right, let's take ourselves back home and then fill up our home generator. This car is starting to hit its peak in terms of its use. Dude, I want that truck. What this guy's doing, being brave outside my house. So we got a couple of them. All right, let me come over here and drop these on the ground. Got more in here. Nope, okay. All right, let's take care of the immediate Zed population that has crept its way into our neighborhood. Keep them at bay. Easy. All right, there was another one that was over here. And it's only 4 p.m. All right, all right. Now, we live so close to that electrical store. I think that revisiting the electrical store with a welding torch and bringing the screwdriver would be a good idea. I want to try to level up the electrical so that we can, between electrical and mechanics, we are going to be able to hotwire cars. All right, we want to connect the generator. There we go. Okay, and then let's take a gas can. And then we will add fuel. Now this is going to be a situation where we have excess fuel, so we will store the excess fuel in these gas cans. We can either put them inside or just kind of stack them right outside right here. So this one is empty. Let's place the empty one on the ground. Okay, and then this other one, we will place it a little bit to the right. Awesome. Now this generator has all of its gas. We can turn the home on. But before we do that, I feel like I want to go back and connect the other home. I don't know if I want to do that now or if I want to do that in a little. Let's turn the generator on. Look at that. We have power. Yes, yes. Now all of our chicken. Okay, so yeah, here's the welder's mask that we do have. Oxygen tank. Got more respirator filters. I'm gonna put the welder's mask in the backpack. I'm going to take the welding rods. And I think that the rest is like propane. Yeah, and then the welding torch. Which I think I have a welder's torch right here. Somewhere in the confines of all of my stuff. Pipe wrench. Okay, screwdriver. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that screwdriver on belt right. And the fridge is working once more. I feel like this draws people in. Yeah, okay. I want to deal with the people that I hear in my neighborhood. Get out of here. Go on, get. All right. There's another one. Okay. And then we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. And in terms of what I want to do in this moment, I just got to think about this. Everything changed now that I can use a generator. All right. Well, I am going to turn that bad boy off again. Got one gas can in the back here. I put one on the side. Let me take this gas can and place it next to it. So we'll have 3 cans and one has already been used. Okay, and then this should be good. Okay, now we're gonna take the car back to the home that we were just in. Okay, hang on. Now I gotta close the door. I'm walking around again with doors that are open. All right, trunk is closed. Man, this music is getting glorious. Very epic. Oh, I hit a mailbox. Uh-oh. All right, let's get ourselves going back this way. Yeah, I can feel this car is starting to meet its maker a little bit. We're gonna need to find a replacement. Oh, shit. Absolutely no worries. Not even bothered. There's Mr. Wizard Man. And we're back. Back to the other house. All right, we will connect this generator now. All right, let's open our trunk up and grab our gas. All right, we are going to add fuel to this Jenny. All right. Okay, we are going to place it right here, the very end. Let's go open that door, grab this one. All right, go ahead and give it a close. All right, this other can, we will place it right there. And then there should be a third one Yeah, there it is. All right. All right, so 3 cans out here, 3 cans at the other, and then 3 cans still remain at the gas station. But let's turn this bad boy on. And now our house has power. We're back on top, boys and gals. All right, what's cool about this, let's go downstairs. I got some work lights that are being powered right now. Plus here's the extra lights. But if I take these work lights, we can move them upstairs and go outside too. Let's see, if I turn this on and then I turn this off. Yeah, okay, let's pick this. Let's pick that up. And we had those colored lights that we had found at the used store. We can change the lighting too if we wanted to make it blue or pink or whatever. All right, outside is where this is gonna be. Let's put the floodlights, place them. We'll put them right. Let's make sure that they're facing the right way. Yeah. All right, we're putting them at the back of the house. Yeah. So now when the sun is out, if we're outside, we got that. All right. We're gonna move the stove, the wood stove that we have here, the old stove, I suppose. We are gonna put some of these things in the backpack. We're gonna drop the backpack, move the stove downstairs. Dude, yeah, and we can use our oven again. Oh, great. And I want to fill the empty canteen and the water bottle again. Okay. So let's drop the hiking backpack on the ground for now. And then let's pick up the old stove. Old stove is going downstairs. Now, I think putting it right here would be nice. Place this item. Oh, I need a hammer. God damn it. I was like, why can't I put these things down? Ugh. Okay, hang on. Guess that explains why I was having such a hard time over here too. All right. Should have. Pipe wrench. Oh, come on. Oh, is it in the backpack? Maybe. Don't do this to me, man. I have a hammer. I know I do. Okay, ball peen hammer. There we go. All right, now we can do it. It would be great for us to load this with logs. So you got to destroy things for fuel, and then that adds to the number of hours. So So it would be a good idea for us to collect some logs, bring them downstairs, and do it that way. Now, the other boxes that exist down here for us currently have, we have a propane lantern bottle, but I don't know that doesn't have like a light attached to it. We've got a whole bunch of paints, another propane lantern bottle. It just says it's a light source. Propane lantern plus the lantern bottle gives you a propane lantern. So you already need a propane lantern. You just have to replace it with the bottle. Okay. I'm hearing Zed. Where are they at? I definitely felt like I was hearing Zed. I don't think I'm going crazy. That's sketching me out, man. Dude, I can hear it. I think they're in this house. Well, I'm gonna go investigate because, that's what it is. Guy pushing on this thing. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go on, get. Making a bunch of noise in my neighborhood. Okay, cool. Yeah, and because we're playing with the day-night cycles being 2 hours, it's gonna make us not burn through as much fuel as well. So I like that. Yeah, so there's our outdoor lights. That stove has been moved. Okay. And then we would just need some stuff for fuel. So we need to start like organizing some of this stuff. And I mean, it would be nice to have like metal shelves and things like that we can place some of our goodies. I kind of want to dismantle like I did with the other stuff. I think I need a saw for that. Let's grab it. Or what do you need? A hacksaw? Okay, yeah. And I dropped the hacksaw off at the other place. Because I'm a smart guy. I do have there was a drill that's downstairs though. Hang on. There's a hand drill. Well, I doubt the hand drill is gonna work, but it's worth a shot. Nope. Damn. I don't have another one in here? Well, that is just the great disappointment. Move the hand drill. Well, me and my infinite wisdom dropped stuff off at the other house. Okay, and oh yeah, shit, my backpack is still in there. We will wear this. I've got 2 screwdrivers, so let's place one of them on the table. Yeah, we'll get going on the organization of this stuff. That's gonna be an important thing here. All right, we've got our welding rods, our welder's mask. Do I have a propane torch here? Let me check. At this house. Pipe wrench. Okay, not in here. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I would like to be able to do these things. So I'm gonna have to go back to the other house for that. Shit. I'm forcing my own hand. Let's take a look at the map. All right, and we got a survivor home that's right over here that we wanted to take a look at as well. We drove past Lime Street, parked over here. There's car stuff in this survivor house. And I think that there was like 1 or 2 right over here. The 2 generators. This is the other spot that we haven't checked out. Man. Okay, well. Okay, and then we no longer have 9 gas cans here. Let's edit this. We're going to say 3. So that's connected. This is connected. This is connected. Now, the only other place in town that I would like to capture for ourselves would be the second gas station. But along the way, right over here, there's actually a tavern that we stand a good chance at finding some more tobacco. There's more alcohol that we can use to make Molotovs, things like that. There's the entirety of the trailer park that is over here that, again, could hold more tobacco. We've got more industrial stuff this way. We go up a little bit north. This is where we would be finding McCoy lumber for more of our carpentry needs. But with this house now being in commission and with the freezer working, might be in our interest to try to plop off some of the rotten food that we have. Like I said, make some rain collector barrels. I think that that's something that we can do with the remainder of our time. So let's get going on that. Take a look at the books that we have. Oh yeah, and if you press J and you look at your info, there is a discovered recipes and media here, and I can see all of the skill books that I have read thus far. So that kind of gives you an idea of where you're at. So don't need reloading, don't need trapping, yada yada. We've read cooking 1 and 2, carpentry 1, 2, 3, butchering 1. This is really nice. And this is also helpful too, because like I said, with the magazines, this shows us all the stuff that we've learned to make. Recipes, stuff that we still need to learn. Home VHS, here's the VHS. You can see the Exposure Survivor 3 farming and Woodcraft 7 stairs. Here's agriculture. So this will show us all of this stuff. Average time to grow, 90 days. Good God, that's gonna take 5 ever for us. Wow, they really hammer home on that, don't they? Well, back to the books. Maintenance 4. Yeah, still I'm not. Reading fishing would be wise. See if we can finish that. Close this up. Close that. Just so we're not wasting power. Turn off some of the lights that we're not using. we can turn off downstairs. All right, looks like we have the bathroom light on. We can turn that off. Thought I heard some. Oh. Hang on. I definitely feel like I heard something. All right, let's have some chewing tobacco. This allows us to look out the window. All right, we're pretty stressed out. Let's turn this light off. All right, that's off. That's off. All right, it's 9 p.m. We can turn the light on in our room. The bed, we can rest on it. All right, let's pop open our fishing book here. Try to read through that. Take forever to read. All right, let's go ahead and sleep on our bed. We are just on edge, man. Perfect day to make a rain collector barrel. All right, with our power working, what better time to cook some of our eggs? Go into the kitchen, turn that on. All right. So yeah, we got a whole lot of bad things that are in here, but the stuff, oh shit, okay. The eggs are going stale, but I think that we should be okay. Let's grab the frying pan. We're gonna also use some of our chewing tobacco once more. All right, that helps a little bit. Can I chew some more? Help me out. Now we're just tense and on edge. I'm just gonna keep chewing tobacco until I'm not agitated anymore. Oh my God, look, it worked. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna go over to the eggs. We're gonna come back over here, frying pan. We will create a stir fry from a stale egg. We will add another stale egg. So 2 eggs, we will add a little bit of margarine. And then we will add some potato. All right, egg and potato stir fry. And then is there anything else we want to add? Let's add a little bit of salt. And a little bit of onion powder. All right. And we'll pop that guy in the oven. Click the turn on. And I like to click this little side button over here. And that'll show you as it's cooking. You'll see a little, yep. All right. All right, we can speed up time here. Right, and as it's about ready, let's go normal speed. Let's turn it off. Yep, there we go. Turn it off. Slide that guy over. Now we have a hearty breakfast, 36. Go ahead and eat it. We'll eat it all. It'll help with some thirst, some boredom, some unhappiness. There you go. So now we're just a little bit weepy. Okay, so with our unhappiness, and we're full to bursting. With our unhappiness, we should be able to read something else. Let's see, what else do we have? We got a magazine. Got stuff on the floor here. As boredom and stress, we want unhappiness. Anything here gonna help with unhappiness? Nope, not in this pile. Okay, well, I mean, at least we were able to help ourselves out a little bit. So, we need to be able to saw logs. I dropped both my hatchet and my other thing at the other house. Well, I'm thinking that this might be where we call it. Let's get that outro music going here. Yeah, I think that we've got a decent ways that we can do this. I have a hatchet here, but I don't have my saw. So what we are gonna do, my friends, let's update the map. So we have that survivor home that is right here. Let's go ahead and X out a bunch of these guys. There's Cortman Medical. All right, we want to move the Jennies. So let's move a Jenny here. All right. We want to break in. All right, we have already been this way, but let's steal some books. We're gonna rotate that. All right, the other spots that we're gonna wanna break in. Right over here. All right, and we still got goods in the police station, but let's edit this marking. Make it a little bit smaller. And we'll say still got goods. Okay. And then, yeah, we've got the two Jennies that are right here. We have not gone to this side. We're gonna come up here, we're gonna say, this is the McCoy Lumber Co. Number one immediate goal was to learn to use a generator. I am happy to say that that is now taken care of. The power went out and our food was going bad. But we still have a couple more spots that we're going to revisit with the sledgehammer. We've got to read up on our books that we've collected. We have that bookstore, which we technically have visited. And we have visited the VHS store, but we have not stolen anything there. Don't forget your flashlight. Anywhere else? Yeah, I really would like to set up some traps. Let's set up some traps in the wilderness. Forage. All right, and a reminder for everybody, our long-term goals here are to drive to Echo Creek, where we will establish Camp Fultz. We want to befriend some animals, level up our foraging. We want to make some sushi. That is a meta goal that I have. And we will kill 1,000 zombies once more. I think we're currently in the 600s. 629? Yeah. Well, my friends, I just want to say thank you to every one of you for joining in. This has been such a pleasure to do for the last several months. If you have enjoyed this video, I really ask that you just click that subscribe button, click the like button. Stream once a week, 7:30 p.m. Arizona time. Justin Dude on the internet. Catch you next time.